sailing, voyaging, plastic.
It's ancestors, exploration and ocean care.
Food, blue and big.
I suppose Moana, probably whales and fish. Yep.
I think of the word voyaging or onu and lifestyle.
Fishes, marine life.
Kaparatakai, and our highway to another land.
How could it not be important to any Cook Islander or any Pacific Islander? It is more part of who we are than the land, I would argue. It is part of how we got here, how we continue to live our lives on an everyday basis, part of our major food sources, as well as part of major arts and portions of our culture.
You know, for us, it's surrounded us for centuries and centuries and millennium. And we traveled from as far as Southeast Asia to get to these islands that we're on now. And it's been our livelihood, it's been our way of life. And there's not a day that goes by where we don't drive down that road and not see the ocean. It's part of who we are.
We're surrounded by blue ocean. It is a life source for us. Our ocean is a life source. We rely on our oceans for food. So it's a massive deal. It's a massive deal for us as Pacific Islanders, and it is a part of our heritage.
It supports so much life here in the ocean, but on land is, through all the microorganisms and whatnot that help support the air that we breathe. So, and the amazing animals that they have in there. So I used to do whale research back in the day, and with Nan Hauser, and that was a unique experience to see those kind of animals up close and to see how important those animals are in the ocean.
And Polynesians have this very close relationship with the ocean. They've lived hand in hand, side by side with the ocean itself for centuries.
Without the ocean, there would be no fishes for people to eat.
The ocean basically has a lot of stories of our people and those who have lost their lives in the ocean. Then again, also, it's a wealth of resource in terms of food and sustenance to the islands, to the lands too.
I'm not sure how many people know how significant the oceans are to our well-being and the health of each and every person, as well as our earth in general. But it's huge. The ocean's impact is massive. If we don't look after her, then in effect we're harming ourselves. We're killing our future, as well as our children's futures. We need to be better.
For me, if I had one little phrase that I feel is really, really significant, is that, we don't own the ocean. We belong to her, and it's our job to make sure she survives.
Our ocean is like another environment as well. It is an environment that we need to look after. We are custodians to this environment, and what we have now, we need to ensure that it is preserved for our next generations who will be following after us. And yeah, I think we need to start being more responsible for the actions that we do in our oceans, and starting to consider the state and health of our ocean.
We're all kind of connected through the ocean, and I suppose that any impact we have in one area is going to affect other areas. So it's important that we all try to do our best to keep preserving this amazing ocean that provides so much life for so many organisms in the world.
We're very small nations and we don't have such large impacts on the climate change situation. However, we are the ones that are affected the most. So the message then would be for everyone to please be considerate.
So my message to the world would be keep our oceans clean, keep our fishes healthy.
Like they say, family, ohana, ko pūtangata we call it, and hold on to your history, and I believe, and that's where we're strong on.